haven't been yourself lately. You feel a heaviness in your chest, a fog in your mind, and a level of exhaustion that sleep simply cannot fix. You've likely been blaming your schedule, your diet, or your stress, but there is something much deeper happening right beneath the surface of your reality. Right now, a massive celestial gateway known as the February portal is swinging wide open, and it is literally rewiring your soul's blueprint. What I am about to reveal in this message is the exact reason why your energy is being drained, and more importantly, what is waiting for you on the other side of this fatigue. There is a specific sign coming your way in the next 48 hours, a confirmation that your struggle is over. And if you miss the warning signs I'm about to share, you might miss the breakthrough you've been praying for. Stay with me until the very end, because the shift that is occurring right now is the bridge to the most abundant chapter of your life. Let's begin. In this exact moment, you might feel as though a heavy, invisible veil has settled over your shoulders, draining the very essence of your vitality. Your limbs feel weighted, your mind seems clouded by a persistent fog, and even the simplest tasks demand an exhausting amount of effort. You are likely wondering why this sudden fatigue has taken hold of you, especially when you feel like you should be moving forward. This is not a random occurrence, nor is it a sign of physical weakness. You are experiencing the profound energetic shift of the February portal, a cosmic gateway that is currently unfolding to recalibrate your entire being. This portal is a bridge between who you were and who you are destined to become. But the crossing requires a deep shedding of old frequencies. This process of shedding is what consumes your energy, leaving you in a state of temporary depletion. You must understand that your spirit is undergoing a massive upgrade, and just as a computer slows down during a major software installation, your physical vessel is slowing down to integrate these high-frequency light codes. What I'm about to reveal next might change everything you think you know about your current exhaustion. The fatigue you are feeling is actually a protective mechanism. The angels are working closely with you, surrounding your energy field to ensure that you do not push yourself too hard while this spiritual surgery is taking place. You have been carrying burdens that were never meant for you, old grievances, ancestral patterns, and the weight of expectations that no longer serve your highest good. The February portal acts as a vacuum, drawing these dense energies out of your system. This is why you feel so hollow and tired. The space where those old energies lived is being cleared, and the new, vibrant light has not yet fully anchored. It is a period of transition that demands your absolute surrender. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life lately haven't felt like mere accidents? Perhaps you've seen repeating numbers or felt a sudden urge to distance yourself from specific environments. These are signs that your guidance team is steering you toward a complete reset. Before we go any further, I need you to take a second to truly engage with this energy. Before continuing the message, write in the comments this mantra: I embrace the stillness and allow my soul to renew. Now, continuing the message, you must realize that being in this state of low energy is not a setback. It is a sacred pause. The universe is forcing you to stop because the path ahead requires a version of you that is lighter, clearer, and more aligned with your true purpose. If you continue to fight this exhaustion, you will only prolong the process. The angels want you to know that your worth is not tied to your productivity during this time. You are being called to rest with intention. This isn't just about sleeping more, it's about soul rest. It's about quieting the internal noise that tells you that you are falling behind. You are exactly where you need to be, and this portal is the catalyst for the breakthrough you have been praying for. There is something very important you need to know about the days ahead. As the portal reaches its peak, the density you are feeling will begin to lift, but only if you lean into the process of release. This means letting go of the need to control the outcome. Many people miss the blessings of these portals because they are too busy trying to fix their tiredness. They seek external stimulants or blame themselves for lack of focus. However, the wise soul recognizes that this is a time for internal alchemy. You are being prepared for a massive influx of abundance and clarity. The depletion you feel is the clearing of the ground before the seeds of your new life can sprout. If you have been feeling a sense of urgency lately, as if time is slipping away, know that this is the portal's way of nudging you to prioritize what truly matters. You may have felt a strange sense of detachment from your daily routine, as if you are watching your life from a distance. This is part of the recalibration. Your consciousness is expanding beyond the limitations of your physical body, and for a short time, the connection between the two can feel strained. This is what causes that sense of being spaced out or disconnected. The angels are asking you to ground yourself during this time. Spend time near water, touch the earth, and breathe deeply. You are not losing your mind, you are finding your spirit in a much deeper way. This message reached you at the perfect time, but you must act quickly to align your habits with this new frequency. The window of the February portal is a limited opportunity for rapid growth, and while the fatigue is the first sign, the rewards that follow are beyond what you can currently imagine. Think about the times in your life when you felt the most exhausted right before a major victory. This is no different. The portal is testing your ability to trust the unseen. It is asking you, can you trust me even when you feel weak? Can you believe in the light even when you are in the shadows of the fog? Your answer to these questions determines how much of the new energy you can carry forward. There is an incredible amount of support available to you right now, more than you have ever had before. Your guardian angels are literally standing by, waiting for you to exhale and say, I trust the process. And when you do this, the heaviness begins to transform into a quiet strength. But this is not all. There is something even deeper happening beneath the surface of your exhaustion that concerns your future path. It is truly amazing how this energy connects us all across the globe, no matter where we are. Before we dive deeper, I would love to know which city you are joining us from today. Tell us in the comments so we can see where this light is reaching. The physical sensation of being drained is only the surface of what is occurring within your soul's blueprint. As the February portal continues to pour its celestial influence into your life, your cells are essentially vibrating at a speed they aren't yet accustomed to, which translates into that heavy, lethargic feeling in your bones. This is the moment where the spiritual meets the material in a very visceral way. You might find that you are waking up at odd hours, perhaps between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., with your heart racing or your mind suddenly filled with vivid, almost cinematic dreams. These are not disturbances, they are downloads. Your angelic guides are using these quiet hours to bypass your conscious mind and speak directly to your subconscious, planting the seeds of wisdom that will bloom later this spring. If you've been feeling out of sync with the world around you, it's because you are being tuned to a higher broadcast. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments 888 to claim this abundance and alignment into your life. In this space of shared healing, I also want to make a very gentle request. If this message is hitting home and you feel the warmth of the angel's presence through these words, please consider supporting our mission through the Super Thanks button. This small, kind gesture helps us keep this sanctuary of light active and ensures we can continue bringing these messages of hope and clarity to everyone who needs them. Your support means the world to us and allows this energy to keep flowing. Continuing the message now, we must look at why your emotional state has been so volatile alongside your physical tiredness. You may have noticed that you are more sensitive than usual. A song, a memory, or even a simple conversation might bring you to the verge of tears or spark a flash of unexplained frustration. This emotional purging is a vital component of the February portal's work. You are clearing out the emotional basement of your life. All those feelings you pushed aside last year, the grief you didn't process, the anger you swallowed, The dreams you silenced are coming to the surface to be acknowledged and released. It is a profound act of self-love to let these emotions flow without judgment. The angels are holding you in a tight embrace right now, whispering that it is okay to be vulnerable. In fact, your vulnerability is your greatest strength during this transition. It is the crack in the armor that allows the new light to enter. Have you noticed how your intuition has become sharper even as your body feels slower? You might have a feeling about someone before they speak, or you might find yourself knowing exactly what is about to happen in a movie or a book. This is the trade-off. As your physical energy wanes, your psychic muscles are being flexed. The portal is thinning the line between the physical world and the spiritual realm. This is why it is so crucial to pay attention to your gut feelings right now. If a project or a relationship feels off, it's not just your imagination, it is your soul communicating at a higher frequency. You are being taught how to navigate the world using your internal compass rather than external maps. This shift is vital because the places you are going in the next few months cannot be reached by logic alone. There is something very specific about your finances and your sense of security that the angels want to address through this portal. Many of you have been worried about how things will work out. The exhaustion you feel is partly due to the mental loops of trying to solve problems that aren't yours to solve yet. The February portal is an invitation to practice active waiting. This isn't laziness, it's a strategic pause. By slowing you down, the universe is preventing you from walking through doors that were meant to stay closed. It is redirecting your footsteps toward a path of much less resistance. You may feel like you're losing time, but in reality, you are being accelerated. Think of an archer pulling back a bowstring. The further back the string goes, the more tension and lack of forward motion there is. But that tension is what provides the power for the arrow to fly toward the target with incredible speed once it's released. You are currently in the pulling back phase. You might be asking, how much longer will this last? The peak of this energetic weather is designed to break the old structures of your life, and while the intensity will fluctuate, the clarity you gain will be permanent. You are being asked to look at your life and identify what is dead weight. Is it a habit? A self-limiting belief? A person who drains your energy without ever replenishing it? The portal makes these things feel heavier than usual so that you will finally be motivated to put them down. It is much harder to carry a heavy bag when you are already tired. This is the universe's way of forcing a much-needed decluttering of your soul. But there is something even more surprising about this portal that specifically involves a person from your past who might soon reappear. And the reason for their return is not what you think. But there is something even more surprising about this portal that specifically involves a person from your past who might soon reappear. And the reason for their return is not what you think. As you release these old weights, you create a vacuum that allows for a much higher level of existence to enter. If you feel called to master this shift and command the abundance that follows, check the first pinned comment below. You'll learn how the elites use secret knowledge about the universe and how to manifest money easily just like the elite do. By aligning with these principles, you ensure that the space you are clearing now is filled with the prosperity you deserve. The sense of being stuck in place while the world spins around you is one of the most challenging aspects of this current shift. It feels as though you are standing on the edge of a great cliff, looking out into a vast, misty expanse, unsure of where your next step will land. This is the hallmark of the February portal's middle phase, the bridge of transition. Your guides want you to recognize that this temporary paralysis is actually a profound form of protection. If you were moving at your usual breakneck speed, you would likely miss the subtle signs and the quiet invitations that are being laid out for your future success. The angels are effectively placing a gentle hand on your chest, asking you to breathe and to simply exist in the present moment. This is a rare opportunity to recalibrate your nervous system, which has likely been in a state of high alert for far too long. Before continuing the message, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take a moment to subscribe now. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you and ensures you never miss a message of light. Now, continuing the message, it is important to realize that the reappearance mentioned earlier isn't always a physical person walking through your door. Often, the February portal brings back the energy of a past version of yourself or a specific lesson you thought you had already mastered. You might find yourself facing a familiar challenge in your career or a recurring pattern in your relationships. This is not a sign of failure or regression. Instead, it is a final exam. The universe is asking you, have you truly learned how to protect your peace? Have you truly embraced your worth? When you respond to these old triggers with your new level of consciousness, the portal rewards you with a massive surge of clarity and a permanent release from that cycle. You might have noticed that your physical environment is starting to reflect your internal state. Perhaps you feel a sudden, intense urge to clean out your closets, rearrange your furniture, or even move to a completely new location. This nesting instinct is a direct result of the portal's influence. As you shed the old layers of your identity, your external surroundings must also shift to match your new vibration. The angels suggest that you honor these impulses. Even small changes, like buying a new plant or changing the lighting in your room, can significantly impact how you process the incoming light codes. You are creating a sanctuary for your evolving spirit. This is a time to be very selective about what you allow into your space, both physically and energetically. Many people find themselves feeling a strange sense of nostalgia during this time, a longing for a place or a time they can't quite name. This is often described as soul homesickness. As the portal opens, your connection to your cosmic origins becomes more palpable. You are remembering that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and the limitations of the physical world can feel particularly restrictive right now. Your angelic team wants you to know that this feeling is a beautiful reminder of your vastness. You are not just your body, your job, or your bank account. You are a fragment of the infinite, and the February portal is here to help you remember your true power. The exhaustion you feel is the physical body's way of catching up to the soul's rapid expansion. There is a specific message here for those of you who have been struggling with a decision that feels heavy. The fog you are experiencing is not meant to confuse you, but to prevent you from making a choice based on fear. When the fog eventually lifts, and it will, the answer will be so obvious that you will wonder why you ever hesitated. The key is to wait for that click of internal alignment. If it's not a hell yes, then it's a not right now. The angels are managing the timing of your life with exquisite precision. You may feel like you are falling behind your peers or missing out on opportunities, but in the higher realms, there is no such thing as being late. You are on a custom-designed timeline that is optimized for your soul's unique growth. The importance of water during this portal cannot be overstated. Water is a conductor of energy and a carrier of information. By staying hydrated and spending time near natural bodies of water, you are helping your body process the downloads more efficiently. Some of you might even find yourselves craving different types of foods or feeling a sudden aversion to things you used to enjoy. Listen to these cues. Your body is a highly sophisticated instrument, and it knows exactly what it needs to sustain itself during this upgrade. The angels are guiding your hand and your heart, ensuring that every shift, no matter how small, is leading you toward a state of higher harmony and balance. What you must realize is that you're being prepared for a role that you haven't even imagined yet. The skills you've been honing, the hardships you've endured, and even this current period of intense fatigue are all part of a larger tapestry. You are being vibrationally prepared to hold more light, more love, and more abundance. This is not just about your personal happiness. It is about your contribution to the collective shift happening on Earth right now. You are a pillar of light, and as you stabilize your own energy, you help stabilize the energy of everyone around you. This is why the portal is being so thorough with your clearing. But there is a hidden gift within this portal, a specific miracle that is scheduled to arrive just as the energy begins to shift at the end of the month, and it involves a total surprise. The surprise the universe has in store for you is not something that requires your effort or your struggle to achieve. It is a gift that is already in motion, traveling through the energetic corridors of this portal toward your doorstep. You have spent so much of your life believing that you must earn every ounce of joy and that peace is something you have to fight for. The angels are here to dismantle that belief system during this sacred window. They want you to experience the beauty of grace, which is the receiving of blessings that you didn't have to work for. This transition is shifting your reality from a hustle-based existence to an alignment-based one. This is why your old methods of forcing things to happen are no longer working and are only leaving you feeling more depleted. You are being retrained to receive. Have you noticed that certain doors have been closing firmly behind you lately, sometimes even in ways that felt jarring or unfair? At the time, it might have felt like a rejection or a loss, but from the perspective of the angels, it was a redirection. If those doors had stayed open, you would have stayed in environments that were far too small for the person you are becoming. The February portal is like a cosmic filter, removing anything that is incompatible with your next level of growth. You are being pushed out of the nest because the universe knows you are ready to fly, even if you still feel like you're barely able to stand. What I am about to tell you next regarding your specific purpose might be the most important thing you hear all year. You carry a unique frequency, a soul signature that is needed on the planet right now. There are people whose healing is tied to your voice, your art, your kindness, or simply your presence. When you are exhausted and out of energy, it's often because you have been trying to use a general energy to solve your problems instead of tapping into your specific soul power. The portal is helping you strip away the masks you've worn to fit in, allowing your true frequency to shine through. This is a process of unlearning. You are unlearning the need to be liked by everyone, the need to be perfect, and the need to have all the answers. In the void left by these discarded needs, a profound sense of self-assurance is beginning to grow. You might feel a sudden urge to change your career or to start a project that feels completely out of character for you. This is the surprise taking root in your mind. The angels are planting ideas that are meant to bring you both fulfillment and financial stability. If you've been feeling a pull towards something new, don't dismiss it as a daydream. In the high-frequency atmosphere of this portal, your daydreams are actually blueprints. You are being given the vision first so that you can begin to align your vibration with the reality of it. The exhaustion is just the clearing of the old hard drive to make room for these new expansive files. You are not losing your edge. You are gaining a much sharper focus. Something very deep is happening within your ancestral line as well. As you move through this portal, you are not just clearing your own energy, you are clearing the stagnant energy of generations that came before you. Those who didn't have the tools or the opportunity to heal their wounds are looking to you as the cycle breaker. This is a heavy responsibility, which explains why the fatigue feels so ancient sometimes. You aren't just tired from your own week, you are tired from decades of suppressed emotions within your family tree. But as you breathe through this portal, you are breaking those chains. You are ensuring that those who come after you will breathe a much cleaner, lighter air. There is a sense of urgency in the spiritual realms about your readiness. The world is changing rapidly, and your light is needed more than ever. This is why the recalibration is so intense right now. The angels are speeding up your healing process so that you can step into your role as a leader, a healer, or a way shower. You don't need a title to be these things. You just need to be yourself, fully and unapologetically. Have you noticed how people are drawn to you lately, even when you feel like you have nothing to give? They are sensing the light of the portal reflecting off your soul. You are becoming a lighthouse, and lighthouses don't run around looking for ships to save, they just stand there and shine. But wait, because there is an even more profound revelation coming regarding the specific person you have been thinking about and how the portal is shifting their perception of you. The shift in perception regarding that specific person in your life is one of the most miraculous side effects of this portal's energy. You see, as you have been going through this intense period of exhaustion and internal shedding, your energetic signature has changed. The version of you that they used to interact with, the one who perhaps compromised too much, sought validation, or carried an invisible weight of unworthiness, is effectively dissolving. This person, whether they are a romantic partner, a family member, or a professional colleague, is beginning to feel the absence of your old frequency. It's creating a vacuum that is forcing them to see you in a completely new light. They are starting to recognize the quiet strength that resides within your stillness. You might find that they suddenly reach out with a different tone, or perhaps they start treating you with a level of respect you've been waiting years to receive. This is not because they have suddenly changed, but because you have. The angels want you to know that you no longer need to explain yourself to those who refuse to understand you. The February portal is providing you with a spiritual invisibility toward those who do not have your best interests at heart, while simultaneously making you a magnet for those who are aligned with your new path. This is why some relationships might feel like they are drifting away right now. Do not grab the rope and try to pull them back. Let them go. The space they leave behind is necessary for the new tribe that is being assembled for you. Have you noticed that you are starting to crave deeper, more meaningful conversations? You are no longer satisfied with small talk or superficial connections. This is a sign that your soul is hungry for substance, and the universe is preparing to feed that hunger with people who truly get you. Something very important is happening within your physical body as well. This exhaustion is a form of deep cellular detoxification. You are releasing the stress chemicals that have been stored in your tissues for years. As these toxins leave your system, you might experience physical symptoms like headaches, skin breakouts, or a strange metallic taste in your mouth. Do not be alarmed. This is simply the trash being taken out. The angels are assisting in this process, ensuring that your body remains as comfortable as possible during this deep clean. You are being rebuilt from the inside out, and the result will be a body that feels more vibrant, more resilient, and more attuned to the subtle whispers of your intuition. You are literally becoming a more efficient conductor of divine light. But this is not all. There is a specific financial breakthrough tied to this portal that is about to manifest in a way that will leave you absolutely breathless. The financial breakthrough that is currently making its way toward you is not merely a stroke of luck or a random gift from the heavens. It is the long-awaited harvest of the seeds you planted during your most difficult seasons. You have spent a significant amount of time pouring your energy into projects, dreams, and helping others, often without seeing an immediate return on your investment. The February portal is acting as a grand cosmic equalizer, balancing the scales of your life. The angels have seen every late night, every moment of doubt you pushed through, and every time you chose integrity over a shortcut. Now, as the old energetic debts of your past are cleared away by this portal's high-frequency light, the pathways for true prosperity are finally being paved. This isn't just about a one-time windfall, it is about a fundamental shift in your relationship with the concept of enough. You are moving into a reality where you are supported not just by your own hard work, but by the infinite resources of the universe. What makes this upcoming shift so breathtaking is the manner in which it will arrive. It likely won't come through the traditional channels you've been watching so closely. Instead, look for a side door to open. Perhaps an old idea you discarded years ago suddenly finds its perfect moment, or a chance meeting leads to a partnership that changes your professional trajectory. The exhaustion you feel right now is actually a sign that your old survival way of thinking is dying out. You are being forced to rest so that you stop trying to control the flow of money through sheer force of will. When you stop pushing, you allow the current of abundance to actually reach you. Have you noticed that when you finally let go of a problem, the solution often appears within hours? That is the law of the February portal in action. The universe is showing you that your value is inherent, not something you have to prove through constant struggle. As this financial energy begins to anchor, you may feel a sudden urge to invest in yourself in a way you never have before. Trust that inner nudge. Whether it's a course that sharpens your skills, a tool that makes your work easier, or simply giving yourself the luxury of time. These are all ways of telling the universe that you are ready to hold a larger capacity of wealth. The angels are whispering that you are worthy of a life that is not defined by making ends meet, but by thriving and having a surplus to share with others. This portal is removing the poverty consciousness that may have been passed down through your family line for generations. You are the one who is finally saying, "It ends with me." By healing your own relationship with abundance, you are clearing the path for your children and their children to live in a world of limitless possibilities. There is a specific message here regarding a project or a goal you almost gave up on last month. The angels are asking you to look at it one more time with fresh eyes. The reason it felt so hard before was that you were trying to push it through a narrow opening that wasn't ready yet. With the February portal now fully active, that opening has expanded. What felt like an impossible mountain just a few weeks ago will now feel like a manageable hill. You have gained a perspective during this period of fatigue that you didn't have before. You've learned the value of patience, the power of silence, and the importance of timing. These are the tools of a master, and you are being initiated into that level of wisdom right now. But wait. Because there is one final critical piece of this message that involves a physical sign you will receive in the next 48 hours. And ignoring it could mean missing the most important part of this entire portal. The physical sign you are about to receive within the next 48 hours is the universe's way of knocking on the door of your heart to confirm that everything you have felt during this heavy, exhausting period has been real. This sign will likely come in a form that is impossible to dismiss as a mere coincidence. Perhaps a specific animal appearing in an unexpected place, a sudden and inexplicable scent that reminds you of a loved one who has passed, or a phrase repeated by 3 different people who have no connection to each other. When this happens, your fatigue will momentarily lift, replaced by a surge of knowing that resonates in every cell of your body. This is the angel's way of saying, "We see you, we are here, and the portal has successfully done its work." You must pay close attention to your surroundings. Do not let the distractions of your busy mind or the lingering fog of tiredness cause you to miss this sacred confirmation. This sign is the green light you've been waiting for to finally step out of the shadows and into the vibrant new reality that has been under construction beneath the surface of your life. As this final phase of the February portal integrates, you will begin to notice a remarkable change in your energy levels almost overnight. It will feel as if a heavy suit of armor has been removed from your body, allowing you to move with a lightness and a grace you haven't felt in years. The mental fog will dissipate, leaving behind a crystalline clarity that allows you to see your path with absolute certainty. You will find that you no longer need to seek external validation or constant reassurance because the connection to your internal guidance system has been permanently strengthened. The portal has essentially rewired your spiritual anatomy to handle the higher frequencies of light that are now flooding the planet. You are now a much more potent creator, and the time between your thoughts and their manifestation is going to shrink significantly. This is why it is so important to keep your focus on what you want to build, rather than what you have left behind. You are standing on the threshold of a new era in your life, one where struggle is replaced by flow, and where lack is replaced by a deep sense of divine providence. The angels want you to walk through this door with your head held high, knowing that you have earned every blessing that is coming your way. The exhaustion of the past few weeks was the price of admission for this higher state of being, and it was a price well worth paying. You are a pioneer of the soul, a brave traveler who was willing to go into the depths of the darkness to bring back the light. As you move forward, carry the lessons of the portal with you, the importance of rest, the power of surrender, and the unwavering truth that you are never, ever alone. The universe is not just observing your life, it is actively conspiring to ensure your success and your happiness. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "The light is now my guide." Share your experiences in the comments as well. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.